Hello, crafty tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean with me, BlueAnkylo. So we've traveled a fair bit between episodes because none of the towns I visited along the way had any private actions. We were not allowed to. So we went from Astral Kingdom to Trop, took a boat to Ekdal or something, and then from there to Ionis, and none of those towns had any of the little private action buttons. So as far as I know, they're disabled. And we made it all the way to whatever the name of this place is, the capital of Van. Anyway, Van 1-2 or something like that. So since we went through Ionis again, I did a bit more crafting, and it's interesting. So I got most of the swords, the upgraded swords. So you need like longsword plus 1 or 2, and I'm guessing longsword plus 2 has a better chance of upgrading. So if you remember before, I talked about how you want to use the highest quality base non-modified sword. A Walloon sword is so far the best we can buy, and then mix it with some metal that you have that's cheap. I've been using Damascus because it has to be more than silver or iron. So if I took a Walloon and crafted it with iron or silver, it won't work. But if I use any of the other more advanced metals, I have a chance of getting the longsword plus 1 or longsword plus 2. And at level 10 smithing, I would say Walloon swords give me about a 50-50, maybe even slightly higher than 50-50 chance of succeeding. So getting a bunch of longsword plus 1s and a few longsword plus 2s, that was not super difficult. You need smith hammers, but these resources are rare. Fortunately, with art, you can duplicate Damascus and Moonite. I also had some Orichalcum, but you cannot duplicate that, as it turns out. So just be careful what you're using to duplicate. Not everything... Oops. Not everything is in this list. A lot of things are, but not literally everything. So, you know, pick a metal that you can duplicate that's not iron or silver, and craft up as best as you can some plus 1 and plus 2s. And then for each... do I have any left over? I think I've got one more longsword plus 2. For each metal combo outside of iron and silver, there are one unique sword. So I didn't have any meteorite. Either I lost it or I missed it along the way. But I had Damascus, Mithril. I had a couple Orichalcums or Orichalcums that I used and are now gone. Rune metal and Moonite. So I've still got 4 of those, plus the one that I ran out of and the one that I don't have. Each of those 6 for a longsword plus 1, also for a spear plus 1, gloves plus 1, and the different swords, like a two-handed sword or a knife. They each have a unique weapon. So I got most of the weapons, the 5 that I could get. So this is what they are. Sylvance is the probably best one. And this is also important for Radix for later. Each character, well, most characters that use weapons can further customize this somewhat unique sword into something better, but only 1 out of the 6. So there's 6 sort of upgraded longswords. One of them can be customized further to be the best ultimate weapon, and for Radix, it is the Sylvance. The Sylvance you can create with Orichalcum. So longsword plus 2 was my best bet, plus Orichalcum, and at Smith level 10, it took me about 3 tries. I had to save, reload, start the game over, reload, start the game over. It took a while. It's probably like a 10% chance or something. So anyway, Sylvance is pretty good. With Moonite, you can get a Moon Phallux, which is pretty cool. It's an elemental weapon that's not as strong, but pretty good. There's a strange sword that apparently lowers enemy defense, might be good against bosses. This one was built with rune metal. There's a Damascus sword that has the lowest base damage, actually, but some sort of element. Damascus is also, it's earth element technically. Damascus is like one of the easier to duplicate ores, so it's kind of easy to get this one. And then equipped on Ashley is the Mithril weapon, the Mithril sword, which you guessed it, you can craft with Mithril. This is wind elemental apparently, and it's pretty good. For Ashley, his super weapon is using this weapon. So you need a Mithril sword for Ashley and a Sylvance with Orichalcum for Radix. So those are their kind of ultimate weapons, or these are the penultimate weapons, so to speak. I didn't make all of them for the other characters because it was just going to take too long. I have a Flame Lance for Tenek, which, let me double check. It's the same basic standard where you make a long spear +1 or +2 out of a halberd was my best spear. And then the Flame Lance was made with Moonite, so long spear +1 or 2, plus Moonite gives me this, which is, I believe, his highest damage weapon. And then the Spinning Spear is what he can later on customize to his ultimate weapon. So, Spinning Spear is Orichalcum. That's my second piece of Orichalcum gone forever. But it's not quite as strong as the Flame Lancer, so I wanted to have his best penultimate weapon, because I may never get his ultimate weapon. So I want to have at least a second best. You can get a holy weapon if you make him a Mithril Lance out of the Mithril, and that'll do holy damage. That might be worth looking at, too. Maybe later on I'll make him a Mithril Spear so I can have a holy elemental weapon. Marvel can't do anything. Joshua can't craft anything. Millie can't craft anything. Ashley's, we've gotten. Ronixus, you can't craft. There's no bows. So that just leaves Iria for our final crafter. So we've got a Dragon Claw, which is pretty cool. This was built out of Moonite. So Knuckle +2, and then Moonite got me this, which I believe is her highest attack power weapon, which, interestingly, the gloves have some of the lower base attack. Like, we saw, like, 700 or 800 on the swords. 550 is the best we can do for Knuckles. And I also made her a Metal Fang out of... drum roll. Out of Rune Metal. And this is what she can possibly customize for her ultimate weapon. There's also, interestingly enough, a Damascus Claw, or Damascus Knuckle gives you a Poison Elemental, like poisons enemies, which I assume is garbage. And nothing else looked too interesting for her. If you have the cat, you might want to make an Orichalcum claw out of the Knuckles, and that's a cat-only cat claw. If you have Fear or Sias, they have their own unique weapons that I'm not going to go over, because you can look it up yourself, but same basic idea. Other than that, I'm kind of done weapon crafting for the moment. Eventually... I didn't actually equip that. Eventually, we're going to try the customize. This one sucks, though. I'll just put a save down. It does at least show you which weapon or item can be customized once you've unlocked the customized skill, so we don't have to guess. So once you've crafted a Sylvance, the game is like, okay, you found it. This is the one that Radix wants to make better. We got it first try. I don't know what the odds are. I didn't want to try it because it consumes it. So if you fail, you have to go all the way back, craft a longsword +2, use your Orichalcum, which I don't have, to craft more of those. So cool. I mean, that's great. Thanks for RNG. I promise you I didn't manipulate that. I never tested it even once. So there you go. That's ultimate weapon for Radix. 1000 damage. Oh, I'm gonna... Yeah, we're saving that. RNG, thank you RNG gods, very nice. If you're playing along, good luck. I don't know how often that's gonna happen. Maybe it's really high odds. I had a rank 6 customize, you know. I would usually have gotten that to 10 first, but there you go. Now, the problem is, that's just Radix's. If you want to get everybody's ultimate, I guess seeing as we got his, I'll cover what you're looking for the other ultimates things. Just because I really didn't think that was gonna... Alright, I promise I'm not cheating. No hacking Ankylos today. So if you are customizing Tenek, I already talked about it. It's the spinning spear, but he will need his own customizing skill to make his spinning spear better. Marvel, she can actually upgrade her orb. And like I said, I think I mentioned this earlier, the customized skill also requires originality, which you can't really train other than consuming ultimate items, right? Like, the amount of work to create that Sylvance, if you wanted to turn it into the Aura sword, whatever, you'd have to break it over and over again and recraft it to have a chance to learn originality to finally succeed on it. So I'm really glad that some people have originality and we got lucky. So, so Tinek could try to get his ultimate weapon without too much trouble. Marvel could try to get her ultimate weapon. She actually isn't... It's not too hard for her because she just consumes rainbow diamonds. And eventually one of the rainbow diamonds will theoretically turn into a holy orb. And that'll be her ultimate weapon. And she doesn't get any other weapons. Like, that's the only upgrade she can get. So I would like to get it. I can duplicate rainbow diamonds. So, in theory, I think getting her customized as a skill is pretty high on my list. Now that I've seen it's possible. So we'll need, what is it, functionality and whatever it is on Radix. I need a lot more level ups is what's turning into things. But I definitely want to get workmanship, aesthetics, and functionality on people with originality, because she should have a better weapon. She's cool. Now, Joshua has nothing, so forget him. Millie is interesting because she doesn't actually have a weapon that she can craft. She crafts an accessory for Radix, because, you know, he bought her a cool earring. She makes him one that's way better. But she doesn't have originality, so getting that charm for Radix is actually going to be very difficult. I'd have to train her on originality and then get it. So the item for her is a magical Persia, which I have crafted one before. I'm not going to... I reloaded after I got it, but... there's an item... I can't remember what it was, but basically you can craft it out of... I guess this is the wrong way to look at it. Item creation, crafting. I want to get Radix to level 10 on this. I can look it up. The magical Persia you craft out of rainbow diamonds. Ha ha ha. Maybe you can art duplicate them, which is probably what you'd want. So I'm going to want at least level 10 metallurgy or crafting and level 10 art on someone. That's more levels. And then I may try crafting magical Persia, just a cat. It's a statue that does nothing. And then theoretically, after we've got that, we can try to train the one talent that we don't have that we might want, which is originality on Millie. We can put the song on. You know, there's a song that apparently increases the odds, and then we just, I guess, save and reload until we get it. Like, if I had a stack of 20... I could just save it, try 20 tries. If it doesn't work, reset the game, try again. Like, it probably won't take too long, assuming I can get a bunch of magical Persias. Anyway, what else is there? Ashley, who does have originality, could try to upgrade his sword. So there's that. And then Ronixus has originality. He, oddly enough, upgrades Ilya's knuckles. So... Ilya does not upgrade her own weapons. Ronixus upgrades it for her. So, we don't need to worry about Ilya. She doesn't get originality. In fact, I don't think she can even learn originality. She's banned. But, Ronixus can make her a cool knuckle. So that means with a little bit of work, I can get everyone's ultimate gear. Everybody except Millie has originality that I have on my party that can have it. If you have Sias, Fear, or the cat, they can also craft their own ultimate weapon. But we actually got originality on, what is it, 6 out of 7 characters? Which seems pretty good. So I will try to learn it on Millie later, and I will try to get everyone's ultimate weapons as we get closer to the end of the game. The fact that we just accidentally got Radix's on a fluke, I was really quite happy to show off the Sylvans, because it's, like, it was 700 power. I didn't need to go to 1,000. Anyway... I mean, let's just go kill something real quick. Because, I mean, that's ridiculous. No, let me kill things with my sword. So we're doing lots of damage. 1,200, 1,400 damage with no skills. Between secret techs and the best weapon in the game, I'm pretty sure Radix can solo probably the rest if I want. So there's that. Level ups, I think... Seeing as I've got most of the hidden techs covered, I think it's skills, abilities now. So we want customize Tenek is not worried about any other skills, so if I want him to start trying his own ultimate weapon, let's at least get it unlocked if I can afford it. It's aesthetics is cheap, functionality and workmanship. Workmanship starts cheap, and then functionality is the expensive one to start with. So that unlocks it. Oops, that was not the one. I'm trying to think like how far you can get cheaply. So you can get to customize 3 without spending too much. But now it's 19 per workmanship. Aesthetics is going to go up very quickly. And functionality gets very expensive too. So now we're talking probably 50, 60 points per actual rank up in customize. You can get to level 3, maybe level 4, probably fairly cheaply. And technically, like, okay, I will try this once just because, you know, whatever, lols. Technically, he could get it first try. No. So then I'd have to recraft it and start over again, and I don't want to do that. So we could already safe scum our way to get him the ultimate weapon. That was really not my intention. We'll do this once I've gotten at least 5, 6, 7 ranks in it. I feel like I've invested something into it. Then we'll come back and try to grind those out. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the crazy crafting with me, BlueAnkylo. Let's see if there's any... Never mind. I thought we were going to have a private action here, but it was denied. So let's go talk to the king. Maybe we'll get a little bit of story. Maybe we can do a private action after that. I would really like to get art to level 10 soon, as well as alchemy to level 10. I need alchemy to level 10 to make my own orichalcons. So some of my crafting would have been easier if I had more ranking in art and alchemy earlier, but whatever. It appears you finished meeting all the other kings. Yep, they just gave us stuff mostly. The King of Moor gave us a key to some runes. The King of Astro gave us some phrases. And the King of Sylvalant told us where the demon world is. Oh, see, last episode, I thought, you know, they split the information up between the 4 kingdoms. I thought it was 4 phrases. No, no, no. It's just little bits of lore. Where the demon portal is, some key, and some password. I see, and you've received the emblems. Yes, the normal emblems. Now you must go back to Parjmajan. Back there? We didn't find anything there the last time. Parj is said to be on the astral continent. Go and see what is there. I mean, we have literally been... Now, you don't have to go to Parj early. You could have skipped it. So, if you've never been there, they give you they tell you to go, but... So, the last time we went there, we tried to get the Eye of Truth. Some weird magical spirit said, it doesn't exist, go away, and never return. Looks like we have to return after all. There's a little bit of backtracking going on. Can we do a private action now? What are you going to do, Radix? I'm going to wander around. Alright, so we do have a chance for some more story time with me, BlueAnkylo. This is like one of the smaller towns, if I remember correctly. Shouldn't take too long to find people. No sleeping werewolf? Did anyone find it a little bit disconcerting that there's a werewolf in the party? Does that mean there's just werewolves running around the world? He can't be the only one. Okay, so this is where we had the chat with Ashley before. We don't need to do that again. Now, okay, hold on. I'm going to look up something. I've heard tales that Ashley can teach you a secret skill in a private action somewhere. I want to see if I can find it. One-time PAs. Ash. One of the reasons I recruited him was that he can supposedly teach us something. Work miss. Okay, so once we go back to Sylvalant, we can try for a PA there. If you have stuff, it's probably later on in the game. You might need a high affection rating with him. You might have to have done some stories. Maybe after this next bit of plot, we're kind of going back to Sylvalant after Parge. I'm pretty sure, because we gotta go to the demons. He can teach us another secret tech, and it's, I think, the only way to get the secret tech. So it's not here like I was worried. Nothing to worry about. I thought this big long conversation was related, but it's not. As long as you're making friends with him anyway. So one of the reasons to bring Ashley is more techs for Radix. As if I need even more hidden techs, but might as well. Might as well get them all, right? I just can't resist. Alright, so where is everyone? We've seen Ashley, but, like, not... Oh! There's, Tinek. He's just sleeping in the middle of the market. That's not our girlfriend. Sword shopping? Maybe she wants to buy us a new sword. Not knowing that we just crafted the best sword in the world. See that the magical blue sword on the side there? I didn't know it, but I was going to craft it today after all. It was supposed to be a Sylvance, which was already overpowered as heck. But, we're just going super overpowered today. Okay, we've not found anybody in town other than 2 people. That's, disappointing. There was a secret item there back long ago. We checked out the inn. Checked the item shop. I think that's all. No, we didn't go to the bar. Skip this one. Nobody here though. Okay. You'd think you'd find more party members regularly at the tavern. All right. Well, let's check out the castle, I guess. We have had cutscenes in castles before. It's a little bit annoying because there's lots of area to cover. That's a maid. Oh, that's right. This is the girls. I remember that. I wonder if Millie joins in now that she's here. Because originally, we didn't have Millie. We might get the full version. Yeah, they're all here now. Oh, but we can't get the full cutscene. No. No men allowed. So I wonder if we'd saved this private action until after all the girls were recruited. Because we did overhear a little bit, but there was no Millie, so we didn't get to hear her probably part of the dialogue. That's too bad. So that's 3 plus Ronixus, Ashley, Tinek. We haven't seen the bird yet, so I always call him the bird man. Where's Joshua? Did I find him last time? Was he... I think Sylvalant Castle had a cutscene for Joshua. I don't think it was Van Castle. It was like the top left. Oh, this is the multi-floor castle, right? This one takes even longer to explore. Well, let's check each floor thoroughly. With me, BlueAnkylo. If you already saw him and I just didn't talk to him... Well, blind Ankylo. Be nice if there's like an arrow pointing to your characters on the map or something. Every time we're looking for these private actions, I'm like, man, if only they were a little bit better. Now, there is some guides for these sorts of things, but... I mean, I just had the screen open and then I closed it because I didn't want to be a cheater. I already feel guilty for somehow getting that lucky sword already. Used up another year's worth of luck on that one. Prepare for terrible RNG for another year. Oh man, I got D&D coming up. I'm gonna die. Alright, we had the Romeo and Juliet thing already. Well, I don't know where he is. Okay, well, if there's nothing else... I guess... I'm trying to decide if it's worth revisiting the last couple towns to see if there's now private actions re-triggered after talking to the king here. Did I check? Can't remember if I checked these ones for birds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, look at that Dorn guy over there. He's got a nice, he's got some nice custom artwork. Oh, we could check the throne room. That'd be a good place to check. No birds. Alright, well. He wasn't, like, just at the end of the hallway watching Renixis. Kind of thought, like, maybe the guys were all hanging out. Oh, well. So, if he exists, he probably exists somewhere in town and I just missed him. And there's possibly a couple houses I didn't explore. There was that one time we saw Tinek on the roof. You know, what's his name? Joshua Can Fly. Maybe he's on the roof somewhere. That'd be weird. Alright, well, we tried. Let's get out of here. I already spent half an episode just messing around. So we gotta go back to Parge. I think the way to do this will be, yeah, lock in that, super item. I always go to skills thinking skill, but it's a music, it's a performance. We'll go to, if I go left, I have to go all the way to Sylvalant. So I think it actually is faster to go right. Back through the towns that had no private actions. Because there's a boat back in Ektert. And Ionis is on the way, which is, you know, if you want to do some crafting, definitely the best place for that. And you guys get to see, once again, that for the most part, as much as I don't like recording the backtracking episodes, it doesn't really take that long. Like, you know, I've seen some complaints about this game because the backtracking, you know, there's no overworld map, there's no quick travel between areas other than the boats at the individual towns. But it's also pretty easy to turn off random encounters, I find, so. Like, that only took, I mean, longer than an airship, but not too bad. And then the boat travel is instant, because there's no overworld, you don't have to worry about animations. So we want to go to Trop, I think? Yeah, Trop is ideal. Otanin would also get us there. But Trop, I think, is going to be a little bit closer to the entrance we're looking for. Alright, off to Parge we go. Parge Marjan Temple. And I am pretty sure you've got to re-music it up every time you leave. You know, I've never even used the MP HP regenerating music in a dungeon. I should really remember that. I think it's just that the dungeons have been kind of easy ever since we unlocked crafting. And I maybe overleveled a little bit. The time for difficult dungeons was mostly the early game, really. The first run through Astral Cave. And even the first visit to Parge Temple was actually a little difficult. But then we started getting scaled too high. We leveled up too much. And I mean, now it's even worse with these legendary weapons we're starting to unlock. Well, I say that. But, probably. I guess we could try summoning the super boss. There's the song that summons the super enemy. You know what? I'm curious. Without any extra setup, what would happen if we tried to fight that thing? We probably want Millie for her resurrection. But let's just... This is the strongest enemy we've ever seen. Let's see what happens. We did not kill her in one hit. So she does the same kind of AI as the other angel type enemies. Oh, something is healing her a lot. Well, she's not very difficult anymore. 21,000 experience? You guys... What? What just happened? I mean, it's better. I guess the rich get richer. One more time. I mean, what's the point of random encounter? I don't know if our cool sword, like, I'm not sure how strong you need to be to win this fight. Obviously, the hidden techs make a big difference. Legendary weapons certainly can't hurt. This is not even my strongest boss killing party, so. There's Galaxy Brain. So she's immune to lightning. I feel like something I'm doing can heal her, but not always. At least the beam attacks from my Twin Slash. So 7-star Twin Slash is probably the solution. And just happening to have the best sword in the game. Oh. I mean, the rich just get richer. So this is about as good as the Sylvance. So if you didn't have a Sylvance, because you don't want to do crafting, there you go. If you don't like smithing, just get strong enough to defeat that fight that you can summon with music. It's pretty easy to learn music, not really a problem there. And droppable extravagant sword and extravagant armor, which is, well, it's not as good as your ultimate weapons, but it's as good as your crafted weapons. The pre-ultimate, the non-customized. And it's non-elemental, which might make it better, because a lot of the times I'm healing things. Seems like no matter what element I go with. Alright, well, if I ever want to get level ups, I'm not going to do it right now, but clearly we've got a quick way to get as many level ups as we want. I'll save my skill points for later. Oh, hold on. No, I want to get Alchemy? We can get Alchemy now, right? This is really easy. Because everyone except Radix is getting 100% bonus experience, so it's like double. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. Fairy lore. We got Alchemy level 9. And then technology is the next cheapest. Okay, well, we're probably like 2 points or 1 or 2 points away from Alchemy level 10. Yeah, because you need, I think 1 more point. So 1 more level up for Joshua. We should be able to get that. And that means we're almost at the point, which is something I was really looking forward to, actually, where we can try to turn iron into rainbow diamonds. But Ori Halkin is the last one, I believe. And that's, I can't use art to duplicate it. I can duplicate these and these. Maybe not these. I don't know about these. We've never successfully crafted one. So it might be that Alchemy has rather low odds of success. So you definitely want, like, depending on how bad the success rate is, you almost certainly want to have level 10 in Alchemy. Now, if it turns out, and this is totally possible, I read that it's the Blessing of Mana is the talent required for this, which Joshua definitely has. And I think he gets successes sometimes, so I think we've already proven that he's got the right talent. But if there was 2 talents, and he also needed, like, the dexterous manual dexterity or something else, then, you know, this isn't going to work. But, like, this is level 9 Alchemy, and we failed. I don't know. Oh, we got it. There we go. Star Ruby. What do we do with Star Rubies? Can we craft them into something cool? Yeah, we could use them to craft. Neat. That's possibly the last crafting item. Can we, just for interest's sake, can we duplicate them? Yeah, okay. So once you've got one, you just make more with art. Easy. It's so much easier. And that's only level 7 art. We still haven't even really maxed that out. My plan was to have Ilya do the art, because Radix is kind of invested in too many skills right now. But you know, I gotta get some levels. Anyway, it's all good. Just having fun. Just doing BlueAnkylo things. I think at the end of the episode, I'm gonna fight a couple more of those super bosses. Just make sure everyone's at, like... I'd like to get everyone's crafting skills caught up. I think all my levels in effort really delayed things. In terms of skills, like the crafting skills. So, although our combat powers are getting a little bit too high, maybe, I think some of our skills are still a little bit behind the curve a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, I forgot to turn, it doesn't matter much. I'd like to show some of the long-range attacks off for Radix. They're pretty cool, too. He's got a... Remember that little bullet? Like the area of effect, sort of spell-like effect that sends little projectiles across the screen? That got upgraded, and it is pretty cool, but... You know what? I want to show that off, so let me, just want to start not quite as close to the front. Yeah, like, that's starting on the left side of the screen. If I start close to the right, we should have a good chance for it. So we have to take the secret entrance, probably. Probably save again. You never know, we're going to get it. We've only had one crash so far, but you never know if we're going to get more. Do I have to redo the switches, or is that... Theoretically, this will go pretty quick, because we've done this all before. And if the puzzles are already solved, which I'm thinking they will be. Alright, that's the spinning one. Kind of sucks. I mean, it just got blocked. And then we got interrupted. But yeah, we have a little phoenix we summon when we do the spinning attack now. The AoE. But that's not the one I was talking about, so. Gotta get the good stuff. Well, I couldn't even see that. That was not fair. We're having a great time. Okay, after this... Dang it! Everything dies instantly. Okay, we can't show off our cool moves. It's an attack that I can't put on the first comp. It has to be like the second or third in a combo. So... It's a little bit difficult to show off. There we go. Do it. He started. Cast it. It's really impressive, guys. If anything's in front of you, it does a lot of damage. Alright. I hear you. Blue, why are you fighting anything here? Want to double check Ashley has his set correctly. Should get Ashley to scout level 10 as well. It's possible that, like, once you've got, no! Oh, I think it resets your music when you get caught, too. Dang. If I could get him to level 10, maybe, maybe I wouldn't even need the music to dodge encounters. I'm trying to go a little bit quick, and... Well, that didn't work at all. That might be the first time of having an encounter while the music was playing. Also, maybe the first time in a dungeon. Probably higher encounter rates in dungeons. Okay, this is dumb. Well, it looks like everything's dead. Josh was pretty good, hey? Go through the door. Alright, we're making progress. Then it was one of these four. Then to the right. And then it was the white orb in the middle. I gotta say, this dungeon's taking a lot longer than I was expecting for a repeat. I wonder why Marvel only uses her Star Cross. I don't see her casting Galaxy at all. Galaxy is the one that people always talk about how amazing it is. Right? 22 MP. It's more expensive. I would like to see more Galaxies for a little while. And, well, we never use them. Let's try Seal Movement, lower attack, and then if that's still alive, then you can throw in a 7-star. I have a Seal Crystal up there, too. She doesn't seem to use much other than the one attack. Oh, wrong way. There's the Galaxy. Maybe because it's a slower animation. Yeah. Maybe I don't like her secret text as much. I don't know. I mean, they are AoE, which is nice, but because they slow down combat. Okay, Joshua, can you please help us out, buddy? I wonder if the music, like, maybe in a dungeon it resets every time you change rooms. Yeah, I don't think the music works in dungeons nearly as well. On the overworld, or like, when you're traveling between towns, it seems to keep going for a long time. But I have a feeling in dungeons, scouting is the way to go. So I think those were the stat decreasers. So like if we were fighting a boss, those might be really nice for her to use, right? Theoretically. Lock them in place so they can't move, lower their attack power. You could possibly combo that with Millie. She's got moves that increases our defense and all that. On the downside, it does pause the battle again. Alright, you know, starting to drag on a little bit. I can't turn encounters off, so what I'll do is we're gonna switch to a more aggressive formation, and I'm gonna switch Marvel for Ronixus. And I'm gonna switch Joshua for Millie. No, we don't even need Millie. Let's just go offense. Yeah. There we go. No, not quite. We need to... Alright, put the archer in the back with 3 melee fighters in front of her. If everyone just attacks, we should be crushing battles very quickly now. This was the door that the switch opens. I just could have remembered it. We're almost there. Yeah, that's way quicker than having all the fancy spells and animations. I mean, there's nothing in here that can really challenge us, so... If anything, this would have been a pretty big letdown if you came here for the first time at this level. Okay, I think we should go right from here. I had the rooms mixed up. It? Yeah. Did that not work? I think it's really dumb, but even if you touch the white one first, or the blue one, I think as long as, like, if you're in the middle of the teleport and the red one floats over you, I think it messes you up. Yeah. Oh, I wonder, do these things, like, recharge? No. These were the bonus skill point gems. I didn't expect they would recharge, but that would be nice. Alright, everything follow me. That time we're good. Just in case there's a boss, I haven't saved it. And we're not really set up for healing or anything. I think you can change characters mid-battle anyway, if I can navigate the menu. Oh, hey guys! I know we said we'd never come back, but... we came back! The King of Van told us the Eye of Truth is here, the thing that you told us wasn't here. The emblem totally proves I'm telling the truth. I see. So the ones to carry out Moore's dying wish have appeared. The ones to carry out the... what now? Moore? Come, I shall lead the way. It's a very angry red spirit girl. The way I like to see it. What the... what in the heck? Renixis is gonna be like, oh. Spaceship. Well, this doesn't look like underdeveloped technology from a planet. Or whatever. Words. The order has meaning. Parjay. Parjmajan. Alright, we're at it. Actually fighting enemies. Alright. Cool. They're a bit stronger. They're still very weak. They give you some decent experience. Nothing crazy, seeing as we can get 20,000 anytime. Treasure? Can we even find treasure that's worth getting at this point now, though? Cool music, though. I feel like Radix would have a hard time leading the way here. Because how would he know how these future doors work? Kind of reminds me of, the future dungeons, the various areas in Chrono Trigger again. Now, these guys are a lot tougher than the other enemies. By the way, Thunderbolt. Machines are probably weak to it. All offense, all day. Wait. Wasn't that underneath? The programmers. They messed up. They messed up big time. So I'm assuming if you never did any crafting, a lot of these would be nice to have. You know, even without all our cool hidden techs and weapons and stuff, you could just have Ronixis cast Thunderbolt and kill everything. Like 3,500 damage, right? Just casually. Okay. Pretty sure that's how you were supposed to get the treasure, but... uh-oh. It's locked! I don't know how to open it! Eye scanner? Multi-floor dungeon. Multi-level dungeon. You just use your whip to jump over there. Should be something here. Oh, my Thunder Sword should work good if I could hit things. Yeah, you know, almost 6,000 damage. I hope we get to fight a giant mecha robot. Now that I've got a Thunder Sword that does a tremendous... it's a 7-star Thunder Sword, even. Should have been a trap. Final Fantasy taught me that's always a trap. Locked. We should save, just on principle. We might not be invincible. Lots of locked doors. I'll take those stairs in a second. What about the computer screen over there? Nope. What I'm thinking is there's going to be a sprite swap, or a palette, well, some kind of swapped graphics for what a Switch looks like. Because dungeons have tricked me with Switches looking weird before. $4,000 gold. Not that we need money, or 4,000 fold. But those things are worth lots of cash. Okay, so there's 2 stairs down on that floor. Starting to get the feeling we're not going to finish this dungeon in today's episode. I wasn't expecting a big dungeon here, so... I spent too much time chatting with you guys. Crafting ultimate weapons. Okay, the treasures have been pretty much garbage. Ooh, newest spell. I don't know if it even damaged it, but looked pretty fancy. Wait, was there a sparkle? Hold on. I think it's just the wall flashing. Okay, for sure though, we checked. There's lots of things that sparkle. Don't worry about it, Blue. And this is suitably sci-fi though. I'm a fan. There we go. We can totally interact with this, right? Play some Sega. Security card are acquired. This looks like some kind of security card. But why? There weren't any civilizations this advanced on Roku. Well, clearly there were. Not at the time of, not in his timeline or our timeline, but sometime in the past. Clearly, some kind of, advanced... It's just a spam of super special attacks. Just the screen is just covered in dragons and lightning bolts and rays and moons and just everything. It's great. Was Renixus supposed to be training in anything? Not really. I think I was just getting him to cast spells quicker. More intelligence. Oh, I was thinking about getting him the compounding, because he doesn't have anything else to work on. Yeah, I think that's what I was planning on with him. Yeah, level 9 compounding and 3 more points, 3 more levels maybe, and he'll be able to craft potions. So we have some kind of security card. No idea where it goes. This is starting to seem like a pretty large dungeon. I think Joshua would be good here too. He's got a lightning spell. Might not be as strong as Renixus though. Unfortunately, the encounter rate is still high enough that it's not easy for me to keep track. So one thing... I think I'm gonna switch Iria for Ashley and try to get him a level up. Yeah, okay, hold on. Bear with me for a second here. The encounter rate is high enough that it's messing with my internal mapping software. So... if we take our scout... make sure he's training. He gets double XP. I'm just gonna save, because I don't know, but it should be fine. What I'm gonna do here is a little baby grind at the end of the episode. He probably won't need more than like 1 or 2 level ups anyway. If I just focus on it. Basically, I think it's worth the time to try to get him to level 10 scouting to lower the enemy encounters here, because this is being kind of annoying, right? Oh, she just did 7,000 damage. Don't forget, she can do 7,000 damage. Ashley needs to be alive. Hold on. Don't kill her yet, please. Don't forget, she can just one-shot you if she feels like it. Are you... Ashley, you are the weakest link. Oh, I don't think he got experience because he was actually a statue. Tinek, Ronixus. No. That's really frustrating. Look at all these hit points we have. He still just dies. Let's give him... I really would like to not have this go on for very long. Yeah, Stone Charm. 10% chance to break. No way that'll happen again. This is like one of the worst places to be grinding against like these super bosses. Right in the middle of a diddly dungeon that I'm lost in. Not even close to a save point. 7-star rumble, there you go. Did he... Ashley's the weakest link. Wow. It's not like his level is much lower than everybody else's. That's really What? He's got the... Reduce the chance of being petrified by 70%. Not 100%. It's just less likely. Stay away. This is ridiculous. Just 1 or 2 fights. It should be real easy. Just need to survive a little bit, get some kill points. Won't take any time at all. No big deal. There's still a reasonable chance we die anytime we fight this person. Okay, we got her. Now please, just get me out of this. mean, we're gonna hit level 99 soon enough. What do we need? This is not saving me much time, is it? Just danger sense. See, like, I could have done this ages ago. I put skills in other points for whatever reason. I just needed one level up. I should have done that a long time ago, no doubt about it. Okay, so that part's done. I'm gonna end the episode here pretty quick, I promise. Who would be useful? Well, we're not fighting super bosses. We don't need to worry about this kind of stuff normally. We could just take the people at the lowest level for a while. I'm no longer trying... I'm not... Ashley, I don't think I care about. We could let Iria play around for a bit. And then I guess Marvel is the next lowest level. I think your experience costs go up significantly at level 50. So getting to level 50 doesn't take too long. But then after that, it takes like double or triple per level. Yeah, this is fine. All right, let's go. Oh, one more thing just to make sure it's active. Turn it off, turn it back on. So theoretically, this is the minimum encounter rate we can have in a dungeon outside of casting or trying to play music every 5 steps. My goal here is it will make it easier for me to navigate by not needing, Oh, that's why I got rid of Marvel. Right, now I remember. I'll tell you what. I'm going to end the episode here because we're over an hour. I'm going to find that save point, which wasn't too far away. And then when we come back next time, we'll try to navigate this maze. I'm not liking how often our weapons get absorbed by enemies. Like, yeah, technically you can change weapons mid-battle, but it's really finicky. We'll try to find the keycard code area. I'm pretty lost, though. If you haven't figured it out. So they are resistant to, like, lightning. Plus whatever my normal attack is. I mean, yeah, enemies absorbing elements. I'd rather they just did, like, half damage or something. Like, full-on healed by should be pretty rare, I think. You know, even without the super XP boss fight, we'd level up pretty quick here. I went right back to where that is. You know what? This is as good a place as any to end the episode. Blue's a little bit lost. Next time I'll come back and I'll have a party ready to go with skills designed to take less time in combat so I can keep my mapping memory on a little bit better. It's not like the battles are hard, really. It's just a matter of not losing track of the maze. Okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I will see you next time for some more Star Ocean as we rush into the end game, which is probably what's happening. See you there.